Thank you, Roy, again for inviting me onto this show, and it's been a pleasure. Well, actually, those are very good questions. I think it's very applaudable for China's efforts to massively and rapidly inoculate its citizens of 1.4 billion. And as you just reported, as I also read online, that a billion doses have been given to citizens, and very soon their goal is to reach about 40% of the population being vaccinated. And the reason for that is that I know, I lived, first 20 some years of my life in China, and when Chinese government puts their power behind a certain project, they can achieve it. And that's one of the advantages of a system like that. And I also like to add, actually, the Chinese citizens mostly that I know of have been pretty compliant with the government's requirements, and that's another plus that makes this effort to be more achievable than not.
There are already 7 different vaccines available in China, several more are being currently worked on. Is that the solution for China going forward, a multi-vaccine approach across the country?
Roy, that's a great question, actually. I'm not here, I'm here to, let's say, playing the advocate of the devil. So as a scientist, a physician, we have to look at what else can we do? And so the question actually really is that, even some of the vaccines have reported efficacy of 50-some%. And now that becomes a problem, as you know. And, even let's say the effectiveness is 60% or 70%, you still have a large percentage of people, even after vaccination, they may not have this immunity against the disease. And therefore, the key question really becomes, will the leaders feel comfortable to release the lockdown, let the people to return to normal life? And if not, then what's the key point of the massive and expensive vaccination program? So that's really a key question that we should be asking. To me, yes, vaccination is a great weapon, a tool. However, it's not a complete tool, as we know. And putting all the eggs in one basket, so to speak, focus primarily, almost nearly entirely on vaccination is of concern. To me, that's incomplete. As we know, particularly in Chinese medicine, in Western philosophy as well, is that we need to use the integrative approach, particularly on people's own immunity. You have to understand, is that ultimately against diseases is our own immunity. And I feel one big missing part from day one, as early as April of 2020, when Mike Water invited me onto this show we've been promoting, we need to focus on a healthy lifestyle and nutritional defense against the disease, so-called immunity. We even published, me and my co-workers at the International Society of Molecular Medicine, we published an article titled Protected Population Immunity. So we need to combine these measures to increase population's immunity to defend against the disease. To me, that is a complete picture. Now that we still can. We have a lot of natural agents. They have been available. These agents can cure virus, can help us to boost our immunity. And that's known. That's vastly studied in the literature. Unfortunately, I don't see too many governments applying that strategy. Roy.
I was thinking about India, a country with more than 1 billion people, and the difficulties it's had there. These countries with such vast populations have their own challenges, and China as well. The rural areas of the countries, just the diversity. Talk about some of the challenges in trying to vaccinate such a large population.
Yes, that is a very issue. But however, I read a little bit of your biography. I noticed that you stationed in China in the past. Among the 80-some countries you mentioned. So China has a pretty tight social structure. It has its structure down to the very local, like a couple of blocks region. Therefore, if they want to apply the system, yes, they can. And that I don't I have no doubt. They are able to employ Western vaccination program, and as long as the supply is there, that I have no doubt. India, as we know, it's the largest democracy in the world. I don't know. I've never been to India. I don't know how they operate. However, that could be a challenge. Yes.